You know what? A lot of things come with a viral moment. A lot of good, obviously, like me coming to Indonesia, me performing at Soundrenalin, like many, many good things. But you know, there's also a couple of not so good things, as if the more people that see you, the more people that will send you hate or comment bad things for no reason.
Yes.
You know, and that just comes with the territory. It comes like, you know, people always say, oh, you put yourself out on the internet, you have to expect anything that people can say. So you kind of have to be prepared for that. The good has outweighed the bad by far. Like, I have been able to do so many amazing things because of my viral moments, and I don't take those for granted because I know that it could be a one-time thing and then it could never happen again. But it has happened again with Fall in Love Alone, so I'm really just very happy with everything and just looking forward to continuing, you know, and just sharing my music with everyone, and yeah. In high school, I started learning about jazz, and then after high school, you know, college and everything. So I think the way to apply jazz into pop music is keeping it pop. Like that overall, it's a pop song, but pop is the most vague genre that exists because so many different things can go into it. So I think when a regular person is listening to Fall in Love Alone, they're like, oh yeah, this is a pop song. But then if you have a jazz musician or a musician that went to school or anyone who knows anything about music, they hear those elements, those jazzy elements, the cool chord progression, those harmonies, you know, like the note choices that I made, and they would be like, whoa, this is jazz. So to me, when I listen to a lot of pop songs these days, I'm like, oh, they put jazz in that. You know, I don't know if they know it or not, but I think it's very hard to create a really cool pop song that is not too complicated with like too much jazz, because then some people don't really like that, and that's okay. Not everyone has to like jazz, you know, just because I love it doesn't mean everyone has to. But there's like, I think that's what makes Fall in Love Alone so special, because it's literally the perfect mix of pop and jazz. Okay, let me sing. So one, I think people should know that damn, this is hard. Okay,
It can be your favorite album, your favorite movies, your favorite
okay,
anything.
Very good. Okay, so one of my favorite movies of all time that I have watched at least like 10 times now is Notting Hill. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's a very like sappy romance comedy set in London with Hugh Grant. Ooh, he looks amazing in that movie. And I could quote a lot of it because it's so good. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. So that's one.
Yes.
Two, I love, and I just did, shopping. But I can only shop for so long, and then I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to see another store. I want to go home.
Oh, okay.
So once I have my things, I'm like, that was so much fun. And then I'm like, I don't need to shop again for like a couple months.
Oh, really?
Because if I would do it too often, I would have no money.
Yes.
So I have to make sure I keep myself in line. Number three, my favorite kind of food is Mexican food. Actually, it's a tie between Mexican and Italian. But honestly, all the food that I'm going to eat out here, my favorite might change. Because the food I've had so far, delicious.
Oh, wow.
The food I will continue to eat will be delicious, I am sure.
Ooh, sure.
Four, I drink my coffee with no cream and no sugar.
How can?
Because I don't know, it's just like, it's fine, you know, and I feel like that's what makes it taste the strongest, and I'm like, okay, it's really working. It's really making me less tired, you know? I don't know if that's true. Probably not. It would probably do the exact same thing if I put milk in it, but...
It tastes different.
Definitely.
Yes,
definitely more
different.
bitter. I do like bitter things. Oh, that's a good thing for
Number five.
My favorite beer is IPA. I don't know, you guys, I actually had when I had a layover in Tokyo, they had a Tokyo IPA.
IPA, okay.
And I tried it at 7 in the morning.
Okay.
But it wasn't 7 in the morning for me. It was like lunchtime, so it's fine.
So another excuse.
Correct.